last week I received a mail from one of my clients from US, and in the mail there was a link from the Oracle blog, and the subject of the mail was Java is free again. And then I was actually busy with some other work because I thought I will check the mail later. But then the moment I saw that Java is free again, the question in my mind was Java was never paid. Why it has to be free again? And then I thought, okay, there was an article in 2019. In fact, I made a video as well. So from Java 11, Oracle announced that you have to pay to use Java. Okay, that was a misleading article, but then we all made a video on that you have to pay to use Java now. Okay, there's a twist here. See, to understand why Java was paid, why everyone was saying that, and now why it is free, let's understand what is Java. So first of all, Java is a programming language. Now you cannot put a price on a language, right? No one will force you to pay to use a language. You can use any language for free. The only thing is, whenever you write a programming language, whenever you write a code, now that code has to be converted into a machine code so that your computer can run it, right? So programming language is something which you write as a developer, and then you need a compiler in between. So you need an interpreter or a compiler or a development kit in between which will convert your code into a machine code. Now in terms of Java, that is called a JDK, which is Java Development Kit. Now, Java and JDK was developed by Sun Microsystem, in 1995, but then somewhere around 2010 or 9, Oracle bought Sun. Now, after, in fact, 2011, I guess. So when Oracle bought Sun, so Oracle took over Java, of course, when they bought the entire company, and now Oracle wanted to make a profit out of it. Now Java was very famous. JDK, which is a compiler which converts the Java code into machine code, is now very famous. And then to run a Java language, to run that code on your machine as a client, right? So example, as a developer, of course, you will use JDK, but on a client side, they will be using something called JRE and JVM. Now this is the runtime environment, okay? So this is where your Java code will run, not exactly Java code, but Java application. Remember, you write the source code, then you convert that source code into a file which will run on JVM and JRE, of course, right? Now that is on the client side. So basically you need two things, the JDK and JVM JRE. Now Oracle thought, let's make a profit out of it. When everyone is using Java and we paid so much to buy Sun, why not let's earn from it? And that's where they made JDK paid. Oh, now that's weird. The problem is, most of the developers, they are using Java language. In fact, doesn't matter is it startups or big companies, in fact, banks, they all were using Java as their main language. And suddenly Oracle says, now you have to pay to use JDK, and that too for license, per JDK license, right? So if in one company you have multiple machines, it's a huge amount to pay, right? Now, is it the end of Java? Because just because you made it paid, of course, people will search for the alternatives, right? And that's why Kotlin got famous. In fact, other language as well. Now, the thing is, when you talk about JDK, we have two versions of JDK. We have the Oracle JDK, and then we have OpenJDK, which is the open source version of it. And most of the languages which we use now, most of them have the open source compilers. So we use them, right? We are happily using them. But when it comes to Java, now since we have two options, one is Oracle JDK and second is the OpenJDK. And in fact, OpenJDK is by Oracle, and Oracle says, okay, you can use it for free. You don't have to pay for it. Then why there's so much of issue? The problem is with Oracle JDK, it is very rock solid, right? So it has less bugs, it has performance tuning and all those stuff, right? And companies want that. So when they use Java language, they want JDK. Now, as a developer, you only have to pay for the JDK version, right? You don't have to pay for JRE JVM, which will be on the client side. It's free anyway. So you are only paying for JDK. But if you think you don't want to pay it, you can go for the OpenJDK versions. But the problem is OpenJDK is open source. It might be having some bugs. What about the support? If you need some support, you will not be getting them, right? And that's where the other companies, they chipped in. Oracle thought they can make a huge profit, but another company took this advantage and they said, okay, you can use OpenJDK and we will give you support. Most of the companies, like Amazon was one of them. Amazon created Amazon Corretto. In fact, I have a video on that as well. And Amazon Corretto works on OpenJDK and it also provides you support. Okay, that's awesome, right? Now, no one will be using Oracle JDK, and that's where the downloads for Oracle JDK was going down. So no one was, mostly some companies were paying for it because they will be getting support from Oracle, and they will get the rock solid JDK. But then the sales were going down, and now, so first of all, Java was never paid. Okay, Java is a free language. In fact, languages are free to use. So Java was free. JRE JVM was free. JDK, that to open the Oracle JDK was paid version. And now they got a new article. So if you can see on the screen, it says introducing the free Java license. Now this is the, so this article says now Oracle JDK will be available for free. Awesome, right? So from Java 17, you can use JDK for free. Now this is under the license which is NFTC, which is non-fee terms and conditions. The only thing is you can use it for free for personal, production, commercial, every use that, but though you cannot redistribute for a fee. Of course you can redistribute, but you cannot charge for the redistribution. That's the only conditions which I saw. And then the updates will be available for the next version as well for all the LTS version. So maybe this LTS will be going for 2024. So you will get the updates till that point. But yes, the only problem is with Oracle JDK, Oracle was providing you with a lot of different features, right? Support. Now for that support, it's still paid version. Okay, so if you want to, because earlier when they made it paid, it was under Oracle Technology Network license, which is OTN license, where you have to pay for it and then you will also get support. But now the Oracle JDK is free, but then for the support, you still have to pay for it. Okay, that's the only thing. But of course, if you have a big company, if you need a support, why not? You're doing that for the other languages, why not for Java? Right? When you say Python and all these other languages are free, yes, they are free, but if you want support, you have to pay for it. Same goes for the Red Hat Linux, right? It's free, but then if you want support, you have to pay for it. So that's the only thing. So maybe after this thing, Oracle JDK will get more downloads, but then the Java language was famous and will be there in the industry for a long time, thanks to OpenJDK. So yeah, that's it from this video. So don't worry about the Oracle JDK part. It was free earlier. Now, then in between, they made it paid, and now it's again free. Doesn't matter. We still have OpenJDK, and I'm using the Amazon connector for a long time that I don't feel the need to use Oracle JDK again. So yeah, so enjoy your learning on Java and keep watching the videos. Do like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.